Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and Olight's got some new gear out this month, and I'm going to go over it in a couple of videos, at least the stuff I was able to get my hands on. And one of them I'm excited about is this Javelot flashlight, or Javelot if you're French, or, you know, what's the translation from French to English is javelin, which you could think of as a spear, which is exactly what this thing is. It does have decent spread, and I'll show you in the videos here, but it also has this hotspot thrower right in the middle of it. And in fact, check out this. What you're seeing here is just kind of firing it across an open field. However, you can see where that spot hits trees and structures and just fires those up. They just like they're appearing out of nowhere as soon as that little narrow throw beam hits them. So it's pretty cool. And anyway, I've been really into carrying more of the thrower type lights when I'm out, simply because I'm in a lot of open spaces and it's nice to be able to scan it for whatever, usually animal hazards, etc. But of course, if you need to stop and find something, maybe the dog left behind, sometimes a thrower is not the best light to dig around looking for the surprise. But anyway, this does have a 5,000 milliamp 20. I'll show you here. 21700 battery. It does have a magnetic tail cap. You can do a stand on a flat surface, and you can go to about a 45-degree angle, but it doesn't hold it horizontally. It's not strong enough, the magnet anyway. It does have a two-position tail cap switch, and that tail cap switch then allows you to do both a lower light mode right away and then go to a real bright mode, or you can use this thumb switch here, and this has a memory, so if you aren't sure what it was and you don't want a bright light, you can of course turn it on to moonlight by just holding it for a couple of seconds. If you hold it for longer than that, you know, it'll start to toggle through the three settings, which are the moonlight is the lowest, but that's, you have to go directly to that. It's got a low that's 15 lumens, a medium that's 150 lumens, and a high that's 650 lumens. So here's some video of that cycling through. And then it also has a turbo, which goes up to 1350 lumens, and that really brings out the power of that thrower. You only get about 2 minutes runtime at that full 1350, and then it throttles down to the 650 high, and you get about 150 minutes there. If you just go straight to the 650 or the high, you get about 170 minutes. The 150 lumen mid-range light is about 30 hours. The 15 lumen, which is the low, is about 7 days, and then you get about 72 days if you drop down all the way to that moonlight setting, which is really low. You can see the toggle through. If I go to a double click, it goes to the full turbo, and if I triple click, it'll go to a strobe. The overall feel, or the feel in the hand, I guess, of this thing is great. It's around 7 ounces. It's IPX8, so it's fairly durable, both drop and water resistant. And then because of the two switches, however you pull it out of your pocket, you can immediately use it, which is nice. And then it's got that fast shutdown or lock. So I've locked it out now, so nothing's going to happen, so you won't burn up anything. I don't see any kind of proximity awareness in this thing, so you got to be a little careful. But a lockout that's easy to use is always great. This also works as a battery indicator, so when I turn it on, there we go, you can see it's green. Green takes this thing from 100 down to about 60%. Then it switches to orange from 60 to 10%. And then 5 to 10 is red, and then blinking red. Now that's actually kind of nice, because some of the ones that have big chunks, like say quarter, 25%, you may have hours of light left, or you may have seconds of light left. So in this case, having that kind of a breakdown, you don't have to memorize the numbers, but it is important just to have you know, a good chunk of runtime awareness. It does come with a holster, just like the previous one. It also comes with a pocket clip should you want to do that, and it uses the traditional magnetic charging that most Olights do. You can operate it easily in the in the holster if you want, which is always nice depending on how this is secured. You can see it's marked with the Javelot there. This was the holster for the smaller one, and I do like this, the original Javelot Mini. I mean, we're just going out there to a thrower with enough spill that you can actually easily navigate is great. Anyway, so there it is. It is on sale. I usually don't spend a lot of time talking about the sales simply because the video is only good for that, or the sale is only good for a short time. The video is up for quite a while. However, there are some links below. A few other things I'll be getting to, if you haven't already seen the videos, are some of their tool hardware. Another thing they've released is the diffuse in green. So I've got a couple of greens here. I really like the diffuse. It's a AA battery light, and I'm glad that they're going further with it. Simple design, hexagon. This one comes with a 3.6 volt battery, USB-C charging, but of course you can run any AA in here. So a lot of people are kind of going back in time, but I guess that's pretty common. Saw somebody using a Polaroid camera the other day. But anyway, the diffuse, good solid light, real handy, simple design. The output on this is about 700 lumens when you have the, get that screwed in there, when you have the rechargeable battery. I did a video on the previous one, the original black, when it came out. I really liked it. And then you can go to that video if you're curious about the performance. But overall, you know, it's great and doesn't roll off the table. Anyway, so there's a couple of pieces of Olight for this month. And with that, Doc out.